Please remain standing and be led in the Pledge of Allegiance of America by Madam Clerk Susan Clark-Shaw.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. The clerk will call the roll. All those present, please vote aye. Clerk will close the roll.
You have a quorum for a pro forma, Mr. President.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. The Senate Journal for, I think that's Madam Clerk, I think that's you.
Oops, sorry. Senate Journal for Tuesday, July 9th, 2019.
Senator from Alexandria, Senator Eben, moves that the reading of the journal be waived. All in favor of the waiving of the reading of the journal will record their vote aye. Those opposed, no. Are the senators ready to vote? Have all the senators voted? Does any senator desire to change their vote? The clerk will close the roll.
Ayes 5, noes 0.
Ayes 5, noes 0. The waiving of the journal is agreed to. Pursuant to Rules 3 and 5, the journal is waived. The Senator from Virginia Beach, Senator DeStuff.
I move that the Senate now be recessed.
The question is, shall the Senate recess pursuant to the provisions?
Mr. President?
Oh, Senator from Alexandria.
I rise for a point of personal privilege.
The motion is to adjourn. Senator, if you're going to have a point of personal privilege, I'm going to ask the gentleman to withdraw his motion for you to have the point, because I don't know that it's proper in the middle of the motion. The gentleman from Virginia Beach, would you be willing to withdraw your motion? So, Senator from Alexandria, so motion is withdrawn. So, Senator from Alexandria.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise for a brief point of personal privilege.
Senator from Alexandria.
We met in this chamber on July 9th, and that was for a special session, which we're that we're still in. A special session in the aftermath of the Virginia Beach tragedy to work to reduce the 1,000 Virginians who die from gun violence every year. That's 11,000 since Virginia Tech. But on July 9th, with parliamentary shenanigans, the session was gavelled shut before I even could speak. Ostensibly, we were there to give full and careful consideration to the bills filed, or I should say, they were referred to the Crime Commission for ostensibly full and careful consideration, as though we didn't know already that keeping guns out of the wrong hands saves lives, and committees were capable of making those decisions on the bills. The Crime Commission did produce, however, a report, and that report is 3 pages, and I want to just quote one sentence from it. It says, the absence of recommendations should not be interpreted as meaning that no changes to Virginia's laws are necessary, rather that any changes are policy decisions that can only be made by the General Assembly. And on November 5th, the people of Virginia told us what policy changes, or that they would like policy changes, should be made, and what they thought of the shenanigans that occurred on July 9th. I'm only here today to promise that come January, the people of this Commonwealth will see action. Thank you, Mr. President.
Gentleman from Virginia Beach. Oh, what do you? Hold on. Call on the senator from Chesterfield.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to rise for a point of personal privilege.
The senator has the floor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today, unfortunately, we have a vacant floor here. There's only a couple of us legislators that are here today. Kudos to those of us who are here. There is also another viewpoint that I want to make sure that is expressed today, and that is the desire of many of us who are here to protect the law-abiding citizens' ability to protect themselves. The 11th District spoke loud and clear, as well as many other districts in Virginia Beach, Hanover, many other areas of the state. And we just want to reiterate our commitment to protect a law-abiding citizen's ability to protect themselves. The laws and the restrictions that the other side of the aisle want to put forward are going to do nothing more than hurt law-abiding citizens. And for that, we will continue to vocally express our concern, grave concerns, that those would be pushed forward. We will do everything in our ability to challenge those thoughts and ideas. You know, criminals already have the ability to follow the laws. They don't, clearly. And any laws that we will pass going forward are going to do nothing more than to hurt law-abiding citizens. Murder is against the law of the land, and yet murder still happens. So I just want to encourage those of you who are actually tuning in and listening today that your voice will be heard come January. I wish we could have had some more discussion today, but there are only a handful of us that showed up today. But I do thank you, Mr. President, for the opportunity to speak this morning. Thank you.
I'll remind the body and any of those watching that today's session is pro forma. So with that, traditionally, we only have a small number of people. Traditionally, it is close to an even number from each side, and that is the membership that is present today. The gentleman from Virginia Beach.
Mr. President, I move that the Senate do now recess pursuant to the provisions of House Joint Resolution 4003.
Thank you. The question is, shall the Senate recess pursuant to the provisions of House Joint Resolution 4003? All in favor of the motion will say aye. Those opposed, no. The ayes have it. The motion is agreed to. The Senate stands in recess pursuant to the provisions of HJR 4003.